Hello, fourth and fifth grade students. Welcome to week 2 with Mr. Williamson. I am live from my apartment right now. Thank you all so much for completing all 3 of your assignments for week 1 of music. I hope you really enjoyed yourself. You really created some amazing compositions with Incredibox. I really enjoyed seeing how a lot of you approached the Women's History Month assignment very differently. It was really amazing. Some of you created videos, some of you created PowerPoints, some of you put your input within the Google Doc. I mean, I was really blown away by your level of commitment to this assignment and how you deep into this assignment. And I also appreciated a lot of you share with me a bunch of different female artists that weren't included as part of the slideshow presentation. And of course, thank you. Apologies about the brain pop video that wasn't working, but kudos to those of you who were still able to complete the 5-finger piano position assignment. And the brain pop video was just a reference anyway, so all is well. Said that to say, week 2 is going to be completely different. Moving forward, you'll have just 1 to 2 assignments. So today's the last day that I'm going to share an artist for Women's History Month. I have selected this artist for today because they're kind of related to the project assignment that I'm going to give you. And we're just going to walk through all of it together so there's no confusion. Thumbs up, sound good? Great. So the artist that we're going to kind of talk about today, and I think maybe a few of you chose her, her name is Jade Simmons, and she is known as the maverick of classical piano. She is a solo virtuosic piano. Virtuosic just means that she plays a lot of notes all the time, really fast, classically. And she's just known for being a motivational speaker and kind of taking over the industry that is classical music as a Black female, which is really huge. I met her maybe about 2 years ago now at a conference in Detroit. And she also does a lot of TED Talks and presents at conferences and gets paid thousands of dollars just to be a motivational speaker and to be her unapologetic self. She's just an amazing human. And what we're going to watch together is a song that she composed called Black Beethoven. And what you'll notice in this video is that she's doing 3 things. She is playing the piano, she is creating her own beat, and she is rapping all at the same time. So we're gonna listen. The video is kind of long, but it's worth every single solitary minute. I saw her do this piece live and I lost my mind and I was falling out and screaming and carrying on. But this is, this is Black Beethoven by Jade Simmons.
So when I got invited to play this festival, I wanted to challenge myself and do something I hadn't done yet. And I used to have a guy who would be on stage with me and create all my beats for me. But I thought, why not see if I can create my beats for myself while I'm playing, while I'm rapping? That sounds like a great idea. And so that's what I'm gonna do. What am I rapping about? Well, any rapper worth their salt is supposed to tell their story. So that's what I'm gonna do. As a Black female classical pianist, I'm very blessed to say that I've never experienced any really harsh, overt racism. I've never been blocked out of any concert halls, nothing dramatic like that. But people have said some really stupid things to me. The stereotypes are just amazing. So I started keeping a record of all of the really stupid things people have said. And you will hear them in this rap. And it's not an angry rap. I promise I'm not bitter about anything. You should laugh if I'm doing it correctly. And I apologize right now if any of you hear your names in the song. It's not about you. I will say that I'm in a world mostly dominated by white men. But if you hear your name, it's not you, I promise.
Pay attention to what she's doing.
work too hard to settle for some basic. Better look again, better look a little harder, better get some basic. First time I picked something wild, critics furious. Then I had them looking me up, had them curious. Next time I see them, taking me serious. Next time I look, they hope, God, I'm delirious. I'm not cocky, y'all, not trying to self-anoint, but like Gladwell said, I reached my tipping point. But most importantly, I'm rocking what Almighty gave me. Thank God for that. Don't know what I'd do to them fools if he hadn't saved me. Up off of my down, get up off of my heel. You're not gonna block out my shine. You're not gonna handle this grind. Get up out of my cake. Get up out of my training work. Teamwork, not gonna be holding this back. Jack did it, you know Beethoven was black.
So that is Jade Simmons. And part one of your assignment for this upcoming week is to write about her rap. What did you hear that really struck you? There was so much loaded content in what she was saying, just about her experience, about being a Black woman, about being a classical musician, about being a young person. All of those things she was mentioning in her rap. So I would love to hear from you. What are some things that really stuck out to you, either in that performance or anything that she was saying? Because there were just so many things that we could talk about, but I want to know what really stuck out to you. So that is Jade Simmons. I encourage you to look more into her. She has a website. If you Google Jade Simmons, her website will come up. As I mentioned, she's a motivational speaker. She's done hundreds of TED Talks. She's still doing TED Talks. She has spoken at conventions. She's spoken for governors and state officials and so on and so forth, as well as being a renowned classical pianist. So that's Jade Simmons. So the second part of the assignment, because I recognize how much you really enjoyed music composition and creating your own material, we're going to connect a little bit of the assignment from last week, which was to have your 5-finger position, as well as the Incredibox project, which was creating your own beat, in one assignment, in which you will create your own composition using actual sheet music and notes. So I'm going to share my screen again so I can show you the website that we will be using for that. And let me just X out of this. Go. And this website is called Classics for Kids. And on this website, you are able to create your own music. And we're going to do it together. So you have, in the beginner, there's a beginner and an advanced version. We're going to stick to the beginner version, just because this is a 4th and 5th grade shared video lesson. And it's just easier for us to explore the beginner version. If you want, I will show you a little bit of the advanced version after, but the expectation for this assignment is for everyone to use the beginner version. Thumbs up? Cool. All right, so you have 4 different note choices to use for this. You can use a quarter note, which gets 1 beat, a half note, which gets 2 beats, a half rest, which takes up 2 beats, a quarter rest, which gets up 1 beat of rest, and then a whole note. So whenever you press a note, you get to pick a note from the keyboard. And the great thing is they are all labeled. So let's say I want to start my composition on C. Then a C would appear on the staff. And we are in 4/4, which means there are 4 beats per measure, and a quarter note gets a beat. So if I add more quarter notes, let's do. There's 4 beats per measure. So I just finished measure 1 with those 4 notes. Bum, 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 bum. And let's see, maybe I'll add a half note next. And maybe we'll add in the rest. Third measure. and then I'll end with a whole note. And just like that, I create my own melody. You can play it again, or you can edit it if you want. So if I wanted to edit it, if I wanted to change something in the measure, I could. Why is it not working for me now? You have to press undo. If you wanted to end it with more quarter notes. Then the most important part, in order for you to share with me, you would do share. And similar that you did with the Incredibox, you will copy and paste the link into your Google Classroom. Make sense? All right, so if you get bored with the beginner version, you can also try the advanced version, which looks this. There's way more notes and options and choices for you to choose from. We have our quarter note, which gets one beat, our dotted quarter note, which gets a longer beat than a regular quarter note. We have eighth notes, half notes, dotted half notes, whole notes, and then we have eighth rest. So let's say I want to start with some eighth. I'll quickly go through this. And then let's do this. Just creating something very random just so I can. Hopefully it sounds good. You get the point. So that is your assignment for this week, to discuss Jade Simmons and what she was talking about in her rap called Black Beethoven, and then to create your own piece using this website, Classics for Kids, and the game is called Compose Your Own Music. So just those two little assignments, I figured decrease your workload for the week, because I know you are all working very hard on your other assignments, and I want to ensure that you're not overwhelmed. I also try to assign you things that are fun and interesting, and are not as stressful or seem as stressful. As a reminder, you have the entire week to complete this assignment. We have our Zoom session scheduled for all fifth grade on Mondays at 2 p.m. For fifth grade on Mondays at 2 p.m., for fourth grade on Tuesdays at 1 p.m. So those are our Zoom sessions for you to ask me any questions. Your assignments are due on the day that we typically have music. I've taken away all due dates on all assignments, just because it's very stressful to see that something is past due. Just try your best to do what you can when you can, as long as you get it done. For your convenience, if you haven't completed week one's assignments, I'm also going to post the link under this video of the week one video that has all the assignments and information for your convenience. Thank you so much. I miss you all so much. Be encouraged. Make sure you are washing your hands. Make sure you are getting rest. And make sure you're taking some time in between your assignments where you're not in front of a screen for the entire day. Thank you so much. Hope to see you soon. Send me any emails if you have any questions at eric.williamson@ps32.org. Thanks so much, friends. Bye-bye.